Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nioh 2 on the Mysterious JG. If things go well, we could win the main story in this battle, I think, because I'm pretty sure this is the last boss. If not, it won't. Or we won't. So I switched to a purity type Kusarigama, and I don't know if we can just run past all these enemies that were being a pain before and get straight into this last... Yeah, this would be nice if we could do this. Because I don't see how I'd want to be fighting those guys if I don't need to. Okay. Ow. Right off the bat, failing to dodge. I don't think I'm going to be able to apply purity to him. I'm just hoping to, Ow. That does a little more damage than... Ah! You got circle strafing against most bosses is effective in this game. Damn. He's going to get Yokai Zone going here now.
Don't worry. I'm right here.
That doesn't comfort me that much, friend. Ow. It does seem like almost any time I attack him when he hasn't just missed a move, I get punished for it. Too far away. That ate up all my ki. Blocking that. But it still turns out I needed to do it because eating it wasn't very healthy either. Figured he'd be doing something like that soon. He's gonna save us, guys. That'll be nice. Okay, all my goodies are uninstalled now, or not applied anymore. So I'll get them going again. Although I'm using them all up, and he's not even halfway defeated yet. He's close to halfway defeated. That doesn't... Damn. Ow! Okay, I thought I was gonna... And all that stuff I put on him is already worn off him, by the way. It doesn't last that long. I'm not finding a lot of safe moments to attack him either. Although I got his key down, that's like the only time it's ever safe to attack anybody.
Stay strong. You hear me? I'm coming. I'm going to ride to the roof.
He's going to ride to the roof. I stopped a little too soon there. Doing a little extra damage to him, though, with the poison. Keep it on. Whoa, okay. I don't want to get hit with this. I thought I blocked it, but maybe I didn't. Tell me, game. Oh boy. Close. Don't want to get hit with that. I don't want to get hit with any of its attacks. Like, oh fuck! No, no. Got one elixir left. Yeah. I think he's done. Yeah, I think we just won the game. We got all this deals. Well, I mean, and assuming he doesn't have a whole other meter, or this isn't suddenly QTE. Why isn't this working? The smelling salts. Mission complete. Oh, we got green text stuff. Wow. Defeating the monster that was in our own head gave us new special green. Those eyes. Could you be Betty Davis? I almost decided to just do 2 videos in this session and then call it a session. I'm really glad I didn't now, because probably having been playing Nioh for a big chunk of the day, was a good way to be before going into that fight. Yeah, it actually gave me less trouble than the second to last boss did. And not counting William, I guess he was a boss, but... So this is like ancient past or something? Are we jumping straight into the DLC without getting an ending for this game? Or I'm just remembering, like, those were memories of whoever it was before they became Super Demon. Our friend. Now we're gonna hug it out.
What?
Oh.
You're okay. Nioh, it's you. So you made it too.
But isn't Hideyoshi a traitor? And a...
She was actually a capable warrior when we fought her before.
So, you're back to your old self.
Yep. Good as new. Sorry about, you know.
What was it like being a yokai? Have you fully
You never asked me that. I'm one permanently.
You'd be better off asking Hiddy. Right, Hiddy?
Yeah. Well, actually, you probably don't want to ask him anything unless you give him a pen and paper with which to answer you. That's really an anticlimactic way. Like, it was weird that Maria just got forgot about at the end of Nioh, but what an anticlimactic way to deal with her. Have her show up and, like, have her mentioned in the last two missions and show up and just get caught. Like, he just, like, grabs her on the shoulder, like, gotcha. Hey, it's Hanzo, I believe. They gave him, like, a cool voice instead of making him talk like a dork. Or like extra British, which isn't the same as being a dork. I guess he doesn't have any physical resemblance to his mother, who still isn't going to show up. I don't know what the deal with that is. She's in the original Nioh, none of the DLCs, and now even when she's mentioned that she has a child, maybe she's supposed to have died in childbirth or something tragic. Duty, duty, do.
All of Naniwa is dream after dream.
A dream within a dream. Like a circle and a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel. Yeah, I guess he's got to go back. Like, he doesn't get to live. He should have been dead for many years at this point. Of course, Mumio and all them haven't really aged at all either, considering how long this story is set over. Maybe she's got a little bit of demon blood in her, too. She doesn't age. I'm gonna put my stupid mask on before I face you, so you can't see that I'm crying. No love for me, huh?
Then come with me.
Okay, I guess. Thanks for showing me so much respect and for having saved the world, I guess. Although, it's a bit of a weird ending because the thread of the story was always kind of strange, but I really didn't understand what was supposed to be happening near the end. The evil man with the staff was we never did explain who the hell he is. I guess you're supposed to already know from Japanese folklore. But I think the actual demon that we fought at the end there, like that there's Japanese folklore about what that demon is, but no, they don't bother to explain any of it, really. He's an evil guy with a staff who's possessing people and demons. He's trying to become the most powerful demon of all. I guess it's implied that, like, because there's various Koei games that treat the Sengoku Jedi characters a little differently, and in the Samurai Warriors games, they always kind of make it out like Hideyoshi was a kind of a good guy. And then some of them, where they get into the history a little bit more, imply that there were bad things he had to do, but he was doing it to try to bring an end to the fighting. This game just flat out goes with he was a tyrant. And the truth is, there weren't a whole lot of warlords at that point in time in Japan's history who were, what we would consider liberal and nice today. But, did we save the world this time? In Nioh, it's pretty clear that the, what was his name? Edward Kelly, was using Amrita to spread chaos and amass power, and was going to bring the chaos of warfare and demons to Europe as well, which is one of the reasons why William had to stop him. And in fact, once we did, Mumio was played by Haru. But once we defeated him, we went back to England and dealt with 100 Eyes. The ending of Nioh also got confusing. But essentially, we found out the villain we'd been chasing was just a clone, the various weird cloned characters that existed. And we went back to England and took out the mastermind behind all the madness. But, see, here's the English voice recording was by side. And we don't get the Matthew Delamere was apparently British as fuck, but we don't actually get the British voice or the English voice actors who are British. Well, who am I kidding? They all had British accents. I wish I'd known that they had English voice acting from Jump. Like, literally a couple of videos before ending the main game, I realized that I could have been putting stuff, armor and stuff, in the storehouse and not have been spend as much time on inventory. But no, the story is so confusing. I guess it's not really a genre for people who care that much about story, but I don't know, usually I like the story to make a little bit more sense. And we kind of knew that we were after this Edward Kelly villain throughout the original Nioh. Then Nioh 2, we're going after the guy with the staff, but we don't even know his name or who he is or what his deal is. He just seems to be possessing people. And I guess at the very end of the game, we find out that such a weird ending. We kill Hideyoshi, and the guy who'd been possessing him hops out and fights us. And that felt like it could have been the end of the game. It probably should have been the end of the game. But then they tack on this thing where suddenly William is a character. And that's like kind of neat. I liked seeing him again. And we're going to go get Maria. But then that resolves really, really quickly. We just go find Maria. And she's... I don't know. It just seems so strange. What literally happens at the end is we're helping William hunt down Maria. We're actually with Mumio working to find the man with the staff. That's what we care about. But it seems like our goals align with William, who wants to stop Maria. So when we find Maria is trying to bring Hideyoshi back using the stones because, quote, the Queen of Osaka was too weak for her plans. That being Cha-Cha, who turned into Ninetales the Fox Demon at the end of the third and final Nioh DLC. All of the Nioh DLCs are kind of about Maria, even if she only appears in one of them. It's implied that she's behind the bad things happening to the others. She just doesn't show up. But in that game, she's a boss. She actually fights and has skill and is dangerous. And in this game, it's like she backs into William and it's like puts a hand on her shoulder. It's like, gotcha now. Really anticlimactic end for her character. Presumably she goes to jail? Like, what happens to her? Edward Kelly, we had to kill him. Maybe the game didn't want a woman getting killed, but we certainly had female characters get killed in these series before. And of course you can play this game because you're the silent demonic protagonist. You can play this whole game as a woman too. CRM and loyalty. I don't know what that is at all. PlayStation.com, manager of editorial and content. The game had a nice soundtrack. I liked this theme. Citizens and officials of Rutland, Vermont there. Yeah, it's really strange. So, like, now he tried to possess us, which he apparently had already done and gotten driven out. And at the end of the game, we're fighting him in our own mind, with Hideyoshi trying to help us. But does that mean that he's actually defeated now? Why is he defeated now and he wasn't defeated before? When we fought him and actually fought him, and it wasn't in our own head that it was happening. I don't know. I don't know how good the DLCs will be either. From a gameplay perspective, I'm sure they'll be fine, and they'll give us more special thanks to you. Congratulations. I'm sure that from a gameplay perspective, they'll be fine. The DLCs are what added... I think one of them may have added the split staff, and another added the fists, and then one of them doesn't have a new weapon. But story-wise, the DLCs from the original Nioh really didn't have that much going for them. You kind of liked Yukimura Sanada as a noble rival that you fought against, and ultimately he fought with you at the very end once he realizes that his side is being used and manipulated by demons. But we need to set out and prevent the seeds of war from being sown. Let's get going, Hidey. We get a Book of Reincarnation and a Zen Manual, which is an interesting reward at this point because those are two items that allow you to reset your character in different ways. Soul Cores are purified and can now be attuned. Following options have been unlocked within the hut menu. Builds. Confirm. Oh, I can probably... Level syncs can now be applied to all Dream of the Samurai missions. The Dream of the Strong has been unlocked. In this mode, the difficulty of missions is further increased, but so is the strength of the equipment you receive. You can change modes from the country map. Now we've got the Tengu's Disciple, Darkness in the Capital, and the First Samurai. It does look like we unlocked new stuff, though. We have online mission Wave of Terror. Since ancient times, there's been a belief that... Oh, we're all British. Since times, there's been a belief that the source of a demon's power is to be found within its horns. I've always had an interest in demons, you see, and I've often wondered which is the strongest. Perhaps you would be interested in finding out. The trustworthy? Ah, I see. So you're still in the land of the living. It must be that yokai blood of yours. Now, while you were sleeping, two newcomers to this side came to me with a request. I can't fathom why, but it seems they were really eager to fight with you. If you're interested, then I'd be more than happy to introduce you to them. What do you say? The trustworthy. Okay, some kind of fight two powerful dudes at the same time. Sounds like a pain in the ass. Calamity's Pride, Blue-Eyed Samurai, in the Eye of the Beholder. Calamity's Pride. Please hurry, the yokai sealed in Byodo Eden have been released and are flooding into the surrounding area. Unless we do something, they will doubtless pour into the capital and wreak havoc. Only you can stop them. What about William? Make him do it. Builds. Manage your character's builds. Okay, yeah, so you basically get to reset. You can have different playstyles. I guess it supports that in some kind of way. Yokai illustrations. If I defeat him several times, I can learn more about him. He's considered one of Japan's 3 greatest yokai, alongside Tamama no Mai and Shuten Doji. His weakness is purity, so I was right about that. Appears in Legends, a demon god who resides in Suzuka Mountains along the border of Ise and Omi provinces. He is said to have possessed great supernatural power, the ability to fly, summon storms, or even cause fire to rain down from the sky. By order of the Emperor, Otakamaru was eventually killed by Sakano no Tamuramaru, and to remain sealed in Byodo-in. It is said that Otakamaru could never be killed as long as he had his 3 holy swords, and since the swords were capable of repairing themselves in the event of them being damaged, Otakamaru was essentially invincible. Well, I guess I could fight him some more time to learn more about him, but... Along with Shuten Doji and Tamamo no Mai. So, is Tamamo no Mai somebody we fought in this game? Because Shuten Doji we fought. Maybe Tamamo no Mai will show up in the DLC. The DLC is set in like the ancient past, and I have a feeling they're not going to bother to explain how you get there. It's just going to be like another story. Tokichiro. Tokichiro is resurrected once more by Maria when she comes to Japan seeking to stir up dissent in order to obtain spirit stones. When he comes to his senses, he sees none other than the protagonist before him in an attempt to take a blow from the man with the staff that was meant for Tokichiro. The protagonist struggles to resist. Stark starts consuming. Tokichiro saves the protagonist, allowing them... He saves us, okay? Allowing them to defeat Otakamaru once and for all. This ends a troubled time in Japan's history. Peace visits the land at last. Tokichiro recites the final poem before leaving this plane of existence forever. No, the game story doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He seems to awaken, but we still there's still more stuff. I guess maybe doing the DLC will do it. I'm not sure. They realize what they must do and set out. Technus learns that they have awoken because Maria, who is once again planning to stir up chaos in Japan, has freed Otakamoto from his prison. Oh, so she freed him. Set out to defeat the man with the staff once and for all. In the ensuing battle, the man with the staff tries to take over the protagonist's mind, leaving him struggling to resist the call of the darkness once more. It's not until Otakamoto has been defeated and the protagonist regains the senses that they realize they've been saved by none of the Tokichiro. William's help Maria as plotting is stopped at last, and true peace returns to Japan and took Maria to the world of living. And Mumio and the protagonist continue together. Mumio and the protagonist are never really linked as like lovers because, well, you could be either male or female, and they could have Mumio be bisexual, but yeah, whatever. They just decided not to do a love story. Awakening to the fact that simply slaughtering the yokai she despises will never lead to a world without war, Mumio heads deep into the Bugyo Inn. After the fight is over, Mumio and the protagonist look up at the cherry blossom tree. There's no telling where the seeds of war will take root once again. Mumio invites the protagonist to join her in protecting the peace of their world, and the pair depart for a destination unknown. Wherever there's a cop beating up a guy, I'll be there. Yeah, I guess there's stuff I didn't do, or I have to replay missions, or play them on higher difficulty levels to get more backstory on people, but we didn't get all the story about our moms. We had this ongoing thing with, now that the time of war has been trying to close, William returns to where his young son and Hattori Hanzo Masanari await him. Is his wife, is the mother of his son dead or not? Like, what? William takes the chance. Tokichiro is now all smiles and comes to the protagonist's aid. William takes the chance to take the distracted Maria captive. Oh, okay, we actually learn about her. Maria is a spy in the service of the monarchy of España, present-day Spain. She possesses mystical abilities similar to Ninjutsu, is highly skilled in the art of combat. She comes to Japan to tend to instigate war. In order to acquire spirit stones, she can return her nation to its former glory. She is close to the ambitious Date Masamune. I did read about this before. Awakening the protagonist, Maria carries out a ritual. It's made in Star Wars development. It's been hampered by William, bringing her schemes to an end once for all. Yeah, he's just like, she's this ninja and this powerful warrior, but he just like touches her shoulder and she is defeated. So, the Stone of Penance feature has been unlocked. Surrender an accessory of your choosing to receive a Stone of Penance. Increase this stone's penitence by defeating enemies and use it to strengthen your surrendered accessory. What? I don't understand what they're talking about at all. Maybe we'll read about that later. I guess. But for now, I'm going to call it a video, and I guess I'll call it a session. Like, I usually do these videos in sets of 2 since I'm uploading 2 a week, but I don't feel like diving into a DLC right now. So when we come back next time, I guess we will be diving into a DLC, probably. See you then.